Alright, we're back, everybody. Oh, dang. You're Class 7 and Miss Tita Russell, correct? Yes, that's right. This is Governor Regnitz and Chairman Arena's room. Yes, they're expecting you. Please go in. Alright, pardon us. I wonder what Elisa's mother is like. She's a hard ass.
Welcome.
Sharon!
Sorry to call for you like this. I'm sure you're busy with security matters.
Not at all.
No, it's fine. I'm glad for the chance to talk. It's good to see you again, Governor Regnitz and Chairman Arena. I see Sharon is with you too.
Thanks to you, I was able to promptly meet with the chairman. I'm glad to see you all were able to safely complete your duties for the day.
I've heard about what you've been doing for your special ops missions. Thank you for your assistance. So you're the new Class 7? And you are Professor Erica's daughter?
Yes.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You know my mother?
I met her when I went to Libero with my father many years ago. We still keep in touch, even if she spends most of her letters gushing about you.
Mother. Nice to see you again, Governor Regnitz.
I believe the last time was at Corel Imperial Villa. But now you're one of Reen's students? This sure is an interesting class. I heard you met with Machias and Elisa earlier?
Yeah, thankfully. Elisa delivered Orbal bikes and new equipment for the Dareflinger.
I see. Here, have a seat. Sharon, some tea for our guests.
Certainly.
The new Empire's 8 Metropolis plan? Yes, currently Ordis, Boreahard, Ruhr, St. Ark, and Heimdall are the 5 biggest cities in the Empire. We plan to add Jirai in the northwest, Haliask in the north, and Crossbell City to them to create the core of the new empire. There will be a speech explaining the particulars tomorrow when Crossbell's provincial legislature is assembled. That's what they've been planning? Could you give us a quick overview? There are a few elements to it, but the most notable is the new tax plan. Currently, Erebonian tax rates differ by region. Under this plan, all 8 cities would have the same tax laws and rates as Heimdall. That's good, right? I've heard Crossbell's taxes have been high since the annexation. Yes, different tax rates are a hassle when doing business across regions. The ultimate plan is to have a single tax rate for the entire empire. Just like Liberl, for example. That's right, taxes are pretty much the same wherever you go in Liberl. It seems like a logical plan. But it's going to be a big change for the nobles who live off their province's taxes. I have no doubt there will be many obstacles going forward, but we plan to discuss all those at the provincial legislature tomorrow. Just so you know, Crossbell will benefit greatly from having the same taxes as Heimdall. Really? Excuse me, but you'll be talking to Speaker McDowell about this, right? Yes, that was the plan, but it may not be that easy. Apparently he won't be at the dinner tonight. I'm a little concerned about him. Yeah, I see. I wonder if he's ill. That is a little worrying. I haven't heard anything about Speaker McDowell either. I'm sure he has much to think on, though Chancellor Osborne and Governor John Rufus' plans, for one. We all have our respective reasons for coming to Crossbell. I was originally planning on coming here on my own, separately from the inspection team. I'm sure the same can be said of the Prince and Princess. So all this, including the visit from the Pantagruel, is the doing of the Imperial Government and the Governor General? Which means our field exercises being in Crossbell were also... Even the railway cannons being deployed here? So you saw them. The new Dragunov-class railway cannons. One of my main reasons for visiting was to oversee their deployment. Dragunov class? But why? Chairman Erina, would you explain to us just what those things are capable of? Master Rean. Very well. I'll tell you what we can announce publicly right now. Dragunov-class railway guns are the newest model. They're the official successor to the ones installed at Corellia Fortress. I can't go into specifics, but suffice it to say, they maintain the firepower of the old models while drastically increasing their mobility. By making use of detour rails, they can be used at any point along the railways. They can even be moved along the Transcontinental Railroad, for example. Weapons of mass destruction comparable to the ones at Corellia Fortress? I haven't seen them in person, but reportedly they're capable of destroying large cities with populations of 100,000 or less in less than 2 hours. Why would you bring such a thing to Crossbell? Why was never a concern. I was tasked by the Imperial Army to make them, so I did. That's all. The advisor at your school, Professor Schmidt, helped out as well. What? Sorry to have betrayed your expectations like this. But both Chairman Erina and I were involved with the establishment of the original Class 7. That's one of the reasons we wanted to meet with you today. We wanted you to be aware of both the bright future and the cruel present between the Empire and Crossbell. Governor Regnitz. Our time is nearly up. I believe the Prince and Princess are waiting to speak with you. It wouldn't do to make them wait any longer than necessary. True. Governor Regnitz, Chairman Erina, please excuse us. Yes, I pray for your field exercises to turn out well. Take care. True. Too true. Farewell, everyone. I'm in no position to comment on anything Chairman Erina said, but it's alright. She's a tough person, but I know she's fair too. For the time being, I'll accept her and the governor's words. You have my most gracious thanks. I will also pray you are able to finish your field exercises safely. So we have heavily mobile weapons of mass murder. Slaughter guns. Yuna, are you okay? I can't just stay calm about all this, but I know those two told us all that without hiding anything. So I'll accept what they said for now. Yuna. Agreed. I have my own concerns about the 8th Metropolis plan. Yeah, you should each think about what we learned tonight. But time is short right now. We should go meet with the Prince and Princess. Yes, they should be in the next room down the hall. Class 7 and Cadet Russell of Thorsbranch campus have arrived. Hello. I have orders from Prince Oliver to let you pass. Be mindful of the fact that you are meeting with the Imperial family. Please mind your manners. Understood. Please excuse us. The Imperial family.
Rean! Welcome, all of you.
Love your shoes, Alphen. Love your dress.
Elise, Princess Alphen, good to see you both.
Yes, likewise. If I recall correctly, we haven't seen each other since the end of last year. And Elise... Oh, Elise? It's nothing. Good to see you again, Rean.
Yeah, it's been too long. I heard you became student council president. Is that going well?
Oh, absolutely. Her popularity with the younger students has simply skyrocketed. Everyone there relies on her all the time. Perhaps tonight she can rely on her dearest brother to comfort her? Your Highness!
I'm glad to see you two are as close as ever.
So these are the princess and Instructor Rain's little sister.
Both of them are so gorgeous. It's like they stepped right out of a dream.
Aha! Welcome, young Rain.
Olivert, my man, what has it been? Too long, that's how long it has been, my brother.
Prince
Olivert.
Olivert. It's been a while since I've seen you, too.
Olivert is the kind of guy I would just love to be friends with.
Indeed, over a year? Far too long by my reckoning.
Quite so,
Late
man.
though it
quite
may
so.
be, I'd like to congratulate you on graduating. I'd also like to thank you for lending your aid to the branch campus.
I'm not worthy of those words. You've done a lot for me too, Your Highness. You and Toval. Let me thank you on behalf of all my classmates who aren't here today.
Oh, that little parlor trick I did for you. Think nothing of it.
I guess the old Class 7 has a lot going on. He's pretty charismatic. Just what I'd expect from a prince.
I'd hesitate to call him a typical prince.
So we have the new Class 7 and my very own little comrade in arms. It's good to see you again, Kurt. But, Tita, has it truly been 3 years? Well, perhaps I should play you a song to mark this joyous reunion of friends long apart.
That won't be necessary.
I think we'll pass. Besides, I'm sure you don't have much time before the dinner.
I'm glad to see you're the same as ever.
It is a pleasure to see you again too, Your Majesty.
Wait, what?
I've heard rumors about the kind of person he is. They appear to have all been true. Dear Olivert, can't you see the new people are overwhelmed by your charms? Please, have a seat, everyone.
Ah, this brings me back. The last time we were together, Tita, was during the incident in Liberl. Ah, wait, no, it was in Phantasma, wasn't it? Yeah, that place was pretty tough to deal with. I didn't remember Phantasma. I played the Sky games. But I'm so happy to see you've been doing well since then, Prince Olivert. And it warms my heart to see what a delightful young lady you've grown into. I'm certain it's been causing dear Agate no end of trouble. Well, in fact, I'm sure you ran into him in Sutherland. I've heard all about your previous set of field exercises. Thank you for dealing with the requests on behalf of the Imperial government. The old Class 7 and Agate helped out a lot too. The entire branch campus too, led by Kurt and Yuna and Altina. Instructor. I had heard that you joined Class 7, Kurt. It truly seems to be a good fit for you. Never expected Cedric would have done such a thing. Ah. Princess. So you heard. Oh right, you two are the older siblings of that snobby prince guy. That's a little too disrespectful, and this is me talking. Well, I certainly cannot argue that point, unfortunately. Let me say this, Reen. You as well, Kurt, given what your family has been through. We sincerely apologize for his actions. No, please, don't trouble yourself over it. My father, brother, and uncle have all accepted it already. I am so lost. You don't have to worry about me either. If anything, I was just surprised at how much he grew in such a short time. When did he start being like that? Around summer of last year, after he was unable to attend the summer festival due to illness. It was as though he changed into a completely different person. Yeah, he became a douche. He grew taller and stronger. Were that it, he would be fine, but he also became much more forceful. Our mother was worried about him too. We can only assume it was due to the influence of that man. That man? It seems you've been trained well. Indeed, thank you. Chancellor Osborne. Recently, Cedric's begun to look up to him. That's not good. Ah. Isn't he the one they call the Blood and Iron Chancellor? He's the one who planned the whole annexation of Crossbell. To be fair, he has always admired the way the Chancellor has done things to some extent. If the Chancellor played a part in helping Cedric recover and grow, then he has my thanks for that. I have no doubt Cedric will learn to control that forcefulness of his one day. Kurt, Reen, please watch over him for me. Olivert. Yes, of course, Your Highness. It sounds like there are some complicated things going on. I've definitely got a better impression of them now. It's clear that they both care for their little brother a lot. Might I introduce myself as well? I am Elise Schwarzer, Reen's younger sister. Thank you all for taking care of my brother. Huh? He's the one who takes care of us. I mean, I don't really look up to him, but I don't hate him or anything. My word. You're welcome, though it is true that we are more often indebted to him. Same here. He helps me out with his lessons and with Panzersoldat related things. Is that so? Well, even so, my brother is still very new to being an instructor. So please take care of him. Was that really necessary? Oh, enough playing around, you. After all, you're the one who looks up to Reen the most. Princess! In any event? I was surprised to hear you had joined Class 7, Altina. Yet somehow I feel like it was meant to be. Elise. I'm surprised to hear that. I was under the impression my presence would bring back unpleasant memories, given our history. Well, it's true that I'm not pleased with you for having kidnapped myself and the princess, but I was told you've been helping my brother, so I wanted to thank you. Though you may be a student now, I ask that you continue to look after him. Allie. Wait, what was that about kidnapping? I recall hearing you were a spy for the Noble Alliance, but yes, as part of my spy missions, I abducted Elise and the princess. That was also the first time I met Instructor Reen. Ah, yes. Those were the days. Those sure were the days. It's strange indeed to think after all that you're a member of Class 7 now. However, it's all thanks to you I was able to be the damsel in distress and find myself carried to safety in Reen's arms. Princess. So that's how you all know each other. Wow, I'm impressed with all the things that the class you established have achieved, Olivier. Oh, stop, Tita. You flatter me ever so. I don't even know where to start with that one. But I see now, he definitely acts like a big brother. Elise. I'd guess she's about the same age as me? My apologies for interrupting. However, it's nearly time for the dinner party. You will need to prepare soon. Ah, already? How time flies. Understood. Thank you for letting us know. Well, I suppose it is time once more for the sweet sorrow that is parting. I have little doubt we'll meet again soon, however. Thank you for calling us here to talk. I hope your inspection goes smoothly. Please keep looking out for those two, okay, Elise? Yes, of course. You take care of your class as well, Reen. I pray you find success with your field exercises. Ah, yes, one final thing. Regarding that girl with the mint-colored hair. Are you talking about Muse Egret? Muse? Egret. I see. What about her? She's a classmate of mine. Oh, I see. Princess. Yes. My apologies for bringing it up. For a moment I thought I knew her, but it must have been my mistake. Farewell for now, and thank you. I wish we could have talked a bit longer. Either way, I'm glad to see they all seemed well. Yes, I agree. I've heard quite a few rumors about Olivier, so I was a little worried. But it seems like he's doing just fine after all. Is Olivier his nickname or something? Well, when he visited the Burrow 4 years ago, he hid his identity and took a different name. To me, he's still the funny, smart, and reliable bard, Olivier. Is that so? So that means you must know my older brother as well. Oh, you mean Mr. Mueller? He and Olivier are pretty much best friends. I had no idea you were his little brother. Well, half-brother. We have different mothers, and frankly, we look nothing alike. I hadn't heard about that before. Allie? What's wrong? I just started to feel a little bit of regret for what I did to the princess and Instructor Reen's little sister. It was a mission, so I know I shouldn't feel bad, but I see. Altina. Seems like you're growing up too, Allie. Elise and Princess were both so gorgeous, I can't fall behind. I understand the feeling. Alright, we're done meeting with the VIPs. The party's going to start soon, so let's get back to floor 34. Yeah! Understood. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Well, it seems you're done talking with everyone. Ah, Governor General Rufus. I didn't realize you were on this floor as well, Your Excellency. Oh, no need for that. Just call me Rufus. It's almost time for the guests to be sent to the venue. But I'm glad I ran into you here, Rean. I'd like to talk with you. In private. I assure you it won't take much time. Well... Sorry, guys. Can you head back without me? Well, sure, but... Understood.
There are some things we just can't talk about with the young ones here. Come to think of it, I suppose this is the first time we'll have spoken one-on-one like this.
Good thing, too. I got some things to ask you.
Yes, that's true. So, am I speaking to the Governor General of Crossbell, or am I speaking to the leader of the Ironbloods?
Ah, the Ironbloods. Gifted children found and taken in by His Excellency Lord Osborne. Mostly the latter, to answer your question. But you forget, I'm also a former member of the Thor's Board of Directors. At the same time, my younger brother is one of your classmates. I'm certain there is an abundance of topics we could discuss.
If you need to leave a message for Eustace, I'll make sure he gets it. We'll be meeting up before too long.
Ah, so you've already managed to meet with some of your other classmates. Not all of them, though. I suppose it must be difficult getting hold of Gaius and Instructor Valestein.
How much does he know?
I jest. Our time is short and better spent on topics besides my brother. What I wish to discuss is your rather fascinating lineage.
Okay, we've talked long enough. Let's go. I won't let anyone interfere. This is going to be our final battle.
The group's primary member, in fact. Though that secret was, until very recently, kept between myself and His Excellency the Chancellor.
Relentlessly, without looking back. As long as you do, I'm sure.
Crow.
I'm taking over that phantasmal blaze plan of yours. And my first order of business will be sorting out the mess you left in Crossbell.
Why are you still alive? Crow shot you! You're supposed to be dead!
I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Please, take good care of Crow for me.
But in the end, he couldn't avenge his grandfather. He did get revenge on you! Was everything he did? Was his whole life for nothing?
Just as you have your reasons that guide your actions, so too does His Excellency. And I believe you factor into those reasons more than you might think.
Rean, I pray you grow up strong and healthy. Oh, Adios, if you're listening, hear me now. Please allow this child. I'm glad to finally see you again, my son. You've grown into a fine young man. Indeed, the Empire will soon know of the Ashen Chevalier, the hero whose brave deeds allowed us to reclaim the capital.
Then, please tell me. As much as I wanted to ask while all that was happening a year and a half ago, I couldn't. What is the Black Workshop? And how were they able to create Millium and Altina? What is the phantasmal blaze plan that Chancellor Osborne took from the Society? And how did you become leader of the Ironbloods?
My lord, it's nearly time.
I shall be there shortly. I can answer some of your questions. Only His Excellency knows the truth about the Black Workshop. He entrusted the Black Rabbit to me personally. Second, I'm sure Claire, Lecter, and Milliam don't know this, but it seems we're being tested. They want to see whether any of us, yourself included, can reach the core.
The core?
The core.
In regards to me being the leader of the Ironbloods, 12 years ago, I manipulated my father into sending a Jaeger Corps called Arngarm to attack His Excellency.
Oh. No, I forgot about that.
Arngarm. That's the Corps V from the Imperial Liberation Front was the leader of. He said they were hired by some high-up noble to attack the Chancellor, but were completely wiped out.
I wanted to test him. I wished to see just how capable this commoner Chancellor was, and if he could figure out who did it. Then one day, when I was practicing falconry with your adoptive father, Baron Schwarzer, who should he introduce me to but His Excellency? He had known it was me the whole time.
Are you so bored you feel the need to play with fire? Do you tire of your empty days spent tied down by your family and title?
Yes, I apologize for the other day, but it seems you're aware it was me who sent you that little greeting. The 4 great houses have no future. From here on, I shall consider you my true father, and one day surpass you.
Ha ha! Ironbloods, is it? They say children should surpass their fathers. I eagerly look forward to that day.
And so, that is how I became the first Ironblood.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Later that evening, the dinner party on floor 35 began. Members of the inspection team met with influential individuals from all around Crossbell. And I'm pouring myself another drink. Wow, this is so tasty. I sure didn't expect to get the same food as the rest of the dinner party. That sure was nice of them. If only I could find some way to get closer to the princess. Aye, she was quite the looker. The black-haired one was more than a little cute herself. Yeah, hands off my sister, I will murder you. Murder? Look at them all. They sure seem like they're having a good time. The students don't need to be given such extravagant food. Shut up, Michael. God damn, I hate you. Well, we couldn't say no to Governor General Rufus's generosity. It was nice of him to invite you too, Randy. Haha. Not allowed to leave the tower, though. But still, it's good to have you with us. Rufus. He's not the type to mess with people. I'm sure everything he said is true. Hiring V's Jaeger Corps 12 years ago, becoming the head of the Iron Bloods. The connection between him and the Blood and Iron Chancellor was my father, Baron Schwarzer. So father knew Chancellor Osborn even back then? Does that mean the day he found me in that blizzard? Reen? What's wrong? You don't look well. Oh no, I'm okay. I was just thinking about something. I don't blame you. From the sound of it, some pretty heavy stories came out during your special operations earlier today. Well, make sure you eat something. Can't go to war on an empty stomach or something. Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't just focus on my own issues. Right now, I need to focus on what's in front of me. The students and the field exercises. Oh, music. There was something I wanted to ask. Have you met with the princess before? Oh? Why do you ask that? Well, she mentioned you look like someone she knew. So I was just wondering. I may have run into her at a dinner party in the capital once or twice. But I hear you're very well acquainted with Prince Oliver to yourself, Tita. I believe I've heard your future with that red-headed bracer was blessed by one of His Highness's performance. What? Really? Why would Prince Oliver... That guy performed? I don't remember. Why do you know so much, Muse? Yuna's still gloomy. I thought she had brightened up a bit after talking with His Highness, but... I'm sure she still has many concerns between the railway cannons and Governor General Rufus. Is that so? Man, what's your guys' problem? You all look like crap. Hello to you too, Ash. What do you want? You just look like you've been wandering around the whole time. Yeah, I was looking for ways to get out of this tower. They don't got any booths here for us, so I was thinking of going and hitting up the nightlife. Maybe find some babes to enjoy it with. Want to join me? Jeez, haven't you been scolded for that exact thing before? And what about that was supposed to make me want to come? Seems like the students are having a good time. They need to be more aware of their surroundings. They should have the mindset that the mission is finished only once you return to camp. By the way, the inspection team will be on standby until after this. Until it's time for them to move again. Is our camp going to be okay? I thought you were supposed to be there. There's no need to worry about that. The RMP troops stationed there are the best of the best. We haven't spotted any movement from the society recently. Well, aren't you on top of things? Anyway, what happened to Majors Claire and Lecter? They are currently on a mission outside the tower. Don't worry about them. Just focus on your own task. Got it. Man, everywhere we go, everything's classified. The party should be ending in a half hour or so. The dinner party reached its conclusion without any incidents. Until the guest houses for the inspection team had been prepared, they were to remain on standby in the tower. You are free to do as you wish now. However, you must remain on floor 34. If you are called for, you must return immediately. Now break. There isn't a whole lot of time, but I guess I'll take a look around the floor. But we'll do that next time, everybody. Until then.